You want 2-minute delay?
Yep. Alright, so it looks like everybody's in the lobby. We're just waiting for them to sit. Unless that karmic guy is not actually on a team. I guess I should pull up my Twitch chat to see if anything goes wrong.
Everyone's sitting.
We're getting some R's. We still need a minute. So not quite there
Blackmore
yet.
whipping out those strats. Thinking of the draft. Using every minute possible.
Now, do you want to switch our push to talk to in-game? So we're also casting a game, or just fuck it?
Fuck that.
Alright.
Who cares about in-game? Should make a comment also as the game starts. This is game 2. Game 1 was already played like 3 days ago. Guidos won. They could not play game 2 though, so. Guidos need 1 game to advance. Blackmore's teammates 2.
Yo, GZZ being so unmannered. That's pretty funny.
You know.
Hey, Wambacher, how about you put some sleepy faces in chat here?
Gotta laugh at GCZ's comment first. Oh god. If Blackmore's team wins, they're gonna play game 3 on a different day. What is this scheduling? Sit down and get them fucking done. Damn.
Oh my god, this trash talk in lobby. Both teams are ready, but they're just sitting here trash talking. I love it.
Well, let's hope GCZ's team wins, because otherwise this tournament's gonna take like another 3-4 weeks. Still have to play our winners bracket final, and then a grand final needs to be played at the rate of like one BO3 a week. Oh.
You are
Yeah,
you're breaking up a little bit over there, so I'm sure it's your internet connection. Just make sure you're holding down that push to
probably.
talk. We got this beautiful Axe Disruptor loading screen taking us into the game. But finally, the lobby is joined. The moment we've been waiting for. I'm excited, Ambach. Are you excited?
I am. I think this is the first Giantbomb game on 6.82 that we get to cast. When teams, I mean, I guess teams are starting to realize what to pick, but the patch is still fresh. I think there are like maybe only two heroes with 80% pick ban and 6.82 or something, competitive at least. So we'll see what these guys pick.
I'm sure we'll continue to see Razor and stuff.
10 seconds.
You were cutting out for me. I think that might be my internet, or is it Mumble?
5 seconds.
It could be Mumble. It's most likely
remaining.
just you.
Reserve time.
Are you still there? Oh god.
Dire team ban.
One second, everybody. Trying to sort this out.
Alright, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
10
you.
seconds remaining.
Alright.
So I guess it wasn't Mumble. I guess it was just you.
5 seconds remaining.
It could have been Mumble. I don't know. It could have been me. Who knows? Whatever. Hope it doesn't happen
Reserve
again.
time.
First ban Timbersaw. How about
Yeah,
that?
they 90s Knicks tape banned that last time too. I don't know if Guidos. I think Demoli likes to play Timbersaw, but
Even if he
I don't know about
does,
first
is
banning
the hero still
Timbersaw.
first ban material?
I don't. Maybe they don't like playing against it. Maybe they've been pummeled by Timbersaws and MM or something. But
10 seconds
to me, the hero isn't
remaining.
really first ban material. Like he's not a. Oh my
5
god, it's
seconds
Timbersaw. We fucking lost.
remaining. Dire team
Maybe it is to
ban.
them. DP, a first ban that 3 or 4 months ago we'd be trash talking. Sanjay was telling us all along that DP
I don't know.
would be
I
top
mean,
tier.
I'm with
10
Milk. I
seconds
still would kind of
remaining.
trash talk it a little bit because I don't know how good it is if you're not taking absolute full advantage of it. If you like waste it at all early in the game, I think it's pretty bad.
Yeah, he was saying that he feels DP is overpowered at the very tippy top of play,
Dire team
but in tournaments like this and just normal pub play, it's still not. You can deal with it pretty easily. I tend to agree with him.
The first pick Legion Commander, I think
Yeah,
that's
this is
ridiculous.
something.
I think
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see how this plays out, but we've just seen this Legion Commander be valued so highly and fall flat in both competitive, in pub, in everything.
10 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
I've
the-
yet
in
to really
another-
see one completely take over a game.
In another amateur tournament I played in, like picking
Dire
LC
team
first was just a death sentence. It's like, okay, whatever. I mean, you waste your first pick on that. The hero. I mean, she's a good hero, but she's not an OP hero at all. Like people, like pros were saying, like a few people on Reddit were speculating and stuff. She's just a decent hero, and I think she's a very, very, very situational hero. Not something you first pick. It's something you maybe fourth or fifth pick. But I don't know about building a whole team around Legion Commander.
Now we're seeing some real 6.82 stuff coming out of Guidos though. First pick Slark Omni Knight. It's a pretty potent combination.
Yeah, they've said they really like Omni. GZZ thinks he's overpowered. And Slark is a pick that in 6.81 you wouldn't really see first round at all, or even second round, maybe fifth, fourth, or fifth because of Bloodseeker. But now Bloodseeker has been taken out of CM, and his Thirst doesn't really counter Slark as effectively anymore anyhow. Void no longer disables Slark's ultimate in Chronosphere, so Slark got a lot of indirect buffs this patch. Also, nerfing of Death Ball is something that benefits Slark. Slark likes to pick off people that aren't in 5-man groups, pushing your towers 10 minutes in.
Yeah, this patch is a much better Slark environment. Much more moist, a little more watery.
And also, Legion Commander's duel no longer disables passive, so I think in the past patch you would disable Essence Shift. Not anymore.
Yep, that's also correct.
Radiant team.
Mirana selected from Nick's tape. That's a
Not a second.
hero been popular for a long time. Got those arrows, got those nukes, got the leaps, got the ganking potential with her ultimate. Team ganking potential, I should say. Hero that can always find use in a variety of different roles.
Yeah, she's been pretty relevant across these 5 patches, and I don't think that really changed this patch. Still a good hero.
We see Phantom Assassin banned out. That's interesting. Doom ban makes a lot of sense and a really good ban for them. Doom absolutely crushes both of those heroes.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't Dark Pack Doom.
You're such a ridiculous Slark picker. Oh, why can't I just Dark Pack off Doom?
It's a fun hero. You feel so in control when playing Slark because you can Dark Pack. Like if you die as Slark, you know it's no one else's fault but yours, usually. It's like you either win or lose. There's no, you can't blame other people. You can't really.
So what you're saying is you're playing Dota and you either win or lose?
No, I play Slark is the perfect lone wolf though. Like if you just don't give a shit about anyone else, you pick Slark, you go in the off lane, you do your own thing. You try to carry the game 1v5, that's the hero. He's not reliant on other heroes on your team. And you can find yourself in like 1v3, 1v4 situations and still kill a few heroes and get out. Not many heroes can do that.
That's pretty fair.
Reliably.
We see Skywrath also banned out, so they're looking to take care of those fast, long duration silences. A good decision.
Skywrath, he's actually one of, I think him and Brew are the top picked and banned heroes this patch. He might be number 1 or number 2. I know it's between him and Brew though.
Now on the topic of Brewmaster, have you noticed that people seem to be drifting away from getting Aghanim Scepter on it? And sort of floating more towards getting aura items like Vlad's Scotty AC?
I haven't really been paying attention.
Or not Scotty.
I mean, I'd assume Ags is still core, what people rush. I haven't really, have you seen people in the competitive scene not?
Yeah, they actually, they're skipping it in favor of aura items and just using him more for like the disable. I mean, it's still picked up, but I think what they said is if the game goes late, that's not necessarily what you want to be buying.
That was what I was kind of thinking when you were saying that, is like maybe the reasoning is with Death Ball nerfed and game time has gone up like an average of 5 minutes, which is crazy in Dota. That's a long time for an average to go up by. So games are definitely going later, and maybe stuff like Shiva having Vlad's AC or even a sheep stick is much better in the late game than just an Ag. Whereas in the prior patch, you know, you'd brew, you'd rush Ags. By the time you get your Ags, you'd be taking their tier 3. That doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah. We see Viper picked up from the Guidos, so a hero most likely going to go sit in the mid lane and give living hell to whatever he's laning against.
Yeah, very annoying hero that was barely nerfed this patch.
Wow.
I mean, his nerf was an indirect nerf to mech, through mech. And Naga Siren.
I'm curious to see what they do with this. Yeah, I really, I mean, it could be either with this lineup right now. We'll see what their picks are going forward. Legion I mean, Legion in itself is a hero that's hard to place because you can safe lane it, you can off lane it, you can mid it.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
we know Legion's gonna be a core though,
10
the
seconds
potential 3 core
remaining.
yeah,
spots.
you're cutting out.
Or is this Mirana support core? Is
Remaining.
this Naga supporter carry? Am I still cutting off?
Yeah, you're cutting in and out quite a bit.
Radiant
I don't know what
team
you can do
hits.
about that.
Sorry, it's my net. Yeah, it's unfortunately gonna happen here or there.
Lich picked up from the Guidos. That's a hero that really picked up a lot of popularity into 6.82. What got changed? It was something with Chain Frost.
I can't remember what got changed with Lich. I know it was something very
10
minor.
seconds remaining.
And I think just the big reason he's been picked up is Milk was talking about it
5
in patch
seconds
notes. Is just dual mids
remaining.
are becoming a lot more popular, dual off lanes because of the 2 runes. So Lich
Dire
is
team
obviously the
done.
best hero, one of the best heroes for dual mid, and then probably the best for dual off lane. And he can get a bottle, or the player he's supporting will get a bottle. If he's dual off lane, he could potentially
10
get a bottle.
seconds
Probably not. Probably the
remaining.
player he's supporting.
Yeah, Sacrifice just a
Radiant
super
team
useful
done.
ability in dual lanes. Lets you
Yeah.
both control and build an EXP advantage at the same time. Brewmaster selected from 90s Knicks tape. Now, I don't know. I
10
guess
seconds
these heroes could still go
remaining.
anywhere. Trying to put
Yeah.
their lanes together. It's
5
very, very
seconds
ambiguous right
Well,
now.
now we know
remaining.
Brew's a core, Legion Commander's a core. 2 out of the 3 spots.
Yeah.
Let's see what their 5th pick is.
Dire team
Oh, it
hits.
seems like either Naga or Mirana, one of the 2 has
Yeah.
to be carry.
One of the two. Well, I mean,
Well, they doesn't have to be. They could
no, it
run
doesn't
dual
have to be.
support, but I don't really know about that.
Yeah.
I guess the net arrow synergy, but still.
I'm leaning towards Naga Siren being a support this game, being picked up in response to the Omni Knight maybe, because they'll be in
10
a
seconds
like a
remaining.
possible scenario. They'll be in a team fight. Omni Knight, ulties.
5
They try to build an
seconds
advantage there,
remaining.
and then Naga can just sing to counter. Sort of the same idea as countering a Spectre ultimate with sing.
Reserve time.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm kind of surprised they actually banned out Spectre, just because Naga is one of the most well-known and biggest counters to Spectre, because, like you said, she can just sing every time Spectre ulties. She gets nothing out of that ultimate.
Yep.
But Spectre, a big hero this patch, good hero. I guess they just didn't want to deal with it potentially. Or if it was a support Naga, her song's gonna be level 1 for a while.
Mhm.
So I think the cooldown's longer than Spectre's. I think Naga's is what, 180, 160, Spectre's maybe 140.
Song of the Siren is 180 at level 1. I feel like Spectre is either 120 or 140.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
We'll see what Guido's 5th pick. I think they run support Omni. Viper probably be mid, or it could be Viper Lich off lane. They also have a lot of potential lane combos. Slark could
Yeah.
be anywhere from mid to off lane.
The
to
Lich-
safe lane.
The Lich pick really opened it up, and we actually
Yeah.
see a decent amount of Omni Knight off lane. He got that armor buff. He's very durable. Can give himself that magic immunity. Can walk away from a lot of things. Now,
Yeah, I really like him as mid or off lane, but I think a lot of people have been running him as support.
yeah, I think he's a hero that benefits a lot from having at least a little bit of farm.
Yep. Once he gets that ag, game gets hard for the
10
other team in team
seconds
fights.
remaining.
Yep. Now the clock is winding down on Guidos here, and they go with the
Terrible.
last pick, Terrorblade. So that immediately is going to flatten out their lanes, I think.
I actually forgot about that hero completely while we were talking about like the bans and the picks and stuff, and
Really, you did?
now I'm saying, why the fuck wasn't he first banned?
Yeah, why
'cause
wasn't he
Timber
first
saw him.
picked? Why wasn't he banned anyway through? I was curious to see if
Yeah.
Terrorblade was gonna show up here, and there he
I
is.
think this hero is one of the most overpowered
10
ever in the history of
seconds
CL.
remaining.
Really,
Yeah,
just with
like,
that
I mean,
free
it's like
free health
putting
swap.
in
Remaining.
It's not just that. It's like the way you can play
Reserve
Terrorblade. Like
time.
it's not like
10
Naga where he needs a
remaining.
Radiance to reliably split farm safely.
5
He
seconds
literally just needs
remaining.
Treads and Aquila, and then you have a hero that never puts himself in danger, can farm as fast as anti-mage, can take towers more quickly than Lycan. It's just a pain in the ass to deal with. And then because of Sunder, he's a really strong team fight hero too, obviously, and meta. It's like he's good at pretty much everything. His sole weakness is his strength gain, but that's very easily overcome with your item build. And he has the advantage of his item build that he builds for tankiness, for stats, also gives him damage because he's an illusion hero like Naga.
Yeah, obviously super strong hero, and the response from Nick's tape is Ancient Apparition. Now, if I'm correct, I do not believe that Ancient Apparition ulti stops the healing from Sunder because it's just a number switch. It does not, correct?
I do not believe so. I remember there was a bug Reddit was reporting, or someone. I think it might be. It's either it's supposed to in Dota 1 and it doesn't in Dota 2, or it does in Dota 2 and it's not supposed to. But I guess we'll find out this game. And there was some interaction with it that was bugged.
I'm pretty sure
I'd assume it shouldn't work because it's swapping HP. It's not.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain it doesn't stop it. But let's go through the heroes real quick. Well, this is definitely going to be a core Naga Siren. We see Blackmore on the Naga Siren, John Bordelone on the Brewmaster, Deuce piloting the Marana, Undone, Bahamut on the Legion Commander, and Karmic on the AA. And for Guidos, we have GZZ on the Lich, Demoli on the Terrorblade. A little bit of action on the bottom rune real quick. Slark picks it up and he's going to walk away. No Stout Shield actually, opting for a Ring of Protection instead. Got that buff, it's one more armor, but still, I don't know. I feel like Stout Shield would be pretty good. Anyway, Venarlia is going to be on that Slark. Trickster on the Viper, and Old King Cole on the Omni Knight. Now, what do you think about the Slark opting for a starting item Magic Stick and no shield?
Yeah, I don't know about this. Like, what's the Magic Stick for? I guess Riptide spam from Naga, maybe? I don't know, yeah. Shield probably would have been better for him, but he does have a Lich with him. I guess he wants to sustain, maybe to be able to spam Pounce. I was just tabbed out looking up the AA interaction. Slark gets arrowed, by the way. He was probably going to get first blooded. Yeah, he does.
Oh,
nice arrow. And the AA combo. Yeah. But anyway, with people are saying AA should stop TB ulti, which is surprising to me, and it wasn't when TB first came out, and it looks like that might have been fixed. I can't say for sure, but I guess we'll find out this game if it does. Because then that's a pretty good counter pick, but at the same time, Terrorblade is like, Sunder is just the icing on the cake for that hero. He doesn't need it to function. It's not vital. It's like meta's basically his ultimate as a hero. I think Ice Frog realizes that.
This Brewmaster actually doing amazingly well for himself in the mid lane. Is at full health, has the same number of last hits as the Viper, and is actually bullying him.
Yeah, that's pretty surprising. He's doing great for himself.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I feel like that's on the Viper. Should be doing a little better than this. Especially now with the dodge having been nerfed on Drunken Brawler level 1. It's now 16 seconds at level 1, up from 10 seconds at all levels.
Looks like Marana got a haste. She might try to go for an arrow mid or just going back bot.
Yeah, she's coming back bottom.
Yeah. Still a bounty rune top no one's claimed.
She shoots an arrow, going to miss. Slark gonna live for the time being.
They should just set it up with the net. I guess 2 seconds isn't really enough, but if you time a close range arrow, I think they can still get the kill.
Yeah, it's
with
probably
touch.
Pretty close. Now, can Slark jump while he's netted?
I want to say no. Doesn't that silence you? Prevents blink movement or blinking. I don't know. I've never been netted by enough.
All right, well, Slark expert does not know. Now this top lane, the Legion Commander actually doing really well for herself as well. Has more last hits than the Terrorblade. Is bullying the Terrorblade. This
lane
kind of
bullying it with the Omni.
Yeah, the Omni, I mean, right then he just turned it around with that heal, you know, but had the Legion not gone in and just nuked, she'd be in a far better position. I guess meta's up now, so she's going to have to play passively for a little bit. But until this
She's
point,
still getting.
the Omni was just being completely passive, the Legion getting a ton out of this lane. And that's, you know, that's my concern when you're playing Omni Knight as a support, especially as a dual lane support. He doesn't bring a lot to like the neutral game of the lane, like right here. Legion Commander's nuking the wave, sitting here up at the creep wave. The Omni just has to stand there and watch. Like, what can he do? Whereas, really any other range support that has, you know, some kind of nuke, some kind of range disable, can at least poke at him, poke at her, keep her away. But
I wasn't even paying attention to her CS, but yeah, she is getting all the experience and pretty good CS. She is out of mana now though, but she has a soul ring, so it doesn't even matter.
Brewmaster's going to be picking up an invis top. Mirana sneakily trying to set up an arrow from the river here. It is nighttime, so they're going to have the lowest amount of warning possible. She decides to just sort of wander away, going towards middle. There is an invis activated on the Brewmaster here, and the Viper is almost half health right now. So they're going to see if they can scheme on him. It's Mirana coming up.
The Brew can probably solo
It's a
kill,
slow from the Brew. Arrow just goes and kills him, and super dead. I feel like with the
Nixtape dominating the laning stage.
Yeah, this is looking pretty rough for Guidos right now. Every lane doing really well. In fact, like surprisingly well. The Brew doing this well against the Viper is just upsetting.
Yeah,
I'll go with upsetting.
The Slark with the Lich has very little CS. He's not able to do much. They're going on the Naga Siren right now though.
Yeah, but
she turns it around.
A quick mirror image, followed by some splashing and some nuking from the Lich. The Slark is going to go down. Lich unable to get the return.
Ooh, air almost hit. Yeah, every lane is kind of losing.
Sorry, I said nuke from the Lich.
15 CS.
Freeze from the AA. Yeah, this
almost
is okay.
level 6.
Especially if a Brewmaster ulti onto the Viper. See if he can get this kill here. He's gonna move him up and down, throw another rock, and just try to click, click, click. Does he have another thunderclap when he comes out? No, not gonna be in range and not gonna have enough mana. Viper fires up a health potion, gonna try to turn this, but
he's too slow.
He's too slow. Brew is too far. But, you know, Brewmaster ulti down, so that's not all bad. Viper was able to health pot himself back up, can stay in the lane. Nixtape, though, is controlling all of the runes here early game. And this is so important now with 6.82, with the bounty rune coming up, there being a rune at each location. You got to get out to the river, you got to contest these runes. They're such an important part of the game now, and Guidos hasn't even tried.
Yeah, and I think they just realized that far behind in this laning stage, and like you were talking about with the Omni, their bot lane can't really secure runes because the Lich has to sit with the Slark, has to be sacrificed. The Omni has to be with the Terrorblade, or the Legion can kill him very easily. If he wasn't around to heal during a duel, she probably would have already dueled him.
And we actually, the Lich goes down bottom. I just caught the tail end of that. I don't know if it was an arrow. It looks like it was an arrow. I don't know whether or not it hit, but the mittens with the Riptide, and that's so much damage.
Yep, Mirana TP's top, and the AA TP's top. They wanna dual kill on this Terrorblade.
And the Omni's actually very, very far away. Attack speed fired up. No creep to eat the arrow. The Molly gonna go down.
Unfortunately, LC didn't get dual damage, I think, yeah.
Yeah, it expired just before.
She probably should have soul ringed overwhelming odds, then dueled, but got too excited, dueled without using overwhelming odds. Not enough damage.
Brewmaster continuing to bully this Viper. But they're going to try to turn it on right now. As Lich is mid, Viper strike onto the Brew and finally goes down. Getting his health low enough to utilize the 4 points in Nether Toxin. And Lich has some wards, so they're going to get some wards up. Try to turn the tempo of this game. Now, he is heading top. I would like to see Lich try to protect the Terrorblade with a ward here, but instead, he's going to be running into 2 smoked heroes. Dodges the arrow, that's good. Doesn't get frozen. Picks up the DD,
probably
and it's
turn
going to
this
turn
around
on the
right
AA.
here.
That's a great turn.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Mirana forced to leap away, so some light shining through here for Guidos.
And a lot of that's due to the Lich. Good hero. 109 really likes that hero too.
Yeah, very, very good.
Late game, his ice armor is also amazing. Just a free 9 armor to all your cores.
Well, not just course, supports
Mini
it.
skate.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Frost
are
is
trying to
always in
catch
there.
this Lich here. Arrow thrown, guesses the wrong direction. And we do see Guidos taking over the top of the CS chart with Terrorblade Viper sitting on top. But, you know, with his, it's not even significant really how far they are ahead. And if you compare
but,
the Slark to the Legion Commander, they're
Slark going on the Naga right now, actually.
oh, here he goes. This is gonna be a kill.
If...
Oh, what?
He was pretty smart. His pounce wouldn't be up for 5 seconds. The Naga would be far under the tower by then. and
I
the
guess she
NBA
does have a
coming
bunch of
behind him.
armor. Yeah, she's got that 12 armor.
Yeah. That's the thing with Slark. Until your pounce is... Level 3 pounce is good, but level 4 is when you can reliably kill anyone 1v1. Otherwise, it's just too long of a cooldown. Unless they're already at 50 HP. 50%.
Yeah, that's for reference for everybody. That's an 8-second cooldown on that pounce at level 4 compared to a 12 at level 3.
But this Slark will find a lot of CS since the AA and the Mirana have been rotating the other lanes. He went from like 5 to 22 in probably just 3 or 4 minutes.
He has recovered reasonably nicely. Now the Viper is going for the mech here. And with the mana cost change, if he were to complete the mech right now, it would be, you know, half of his mana to use it.
Yeah. I mean, fortunately, Viper isn't as mana heavy as maybe, say, Razor. Actually, he's about the same as Razor, to be honest.
A possible engagement here is the Lich Frost Nova's the Mirana, but everybody gets away before anything can really be done.
But yeah, I don't know if I like the mech build on Razor Viper anymore. I think it's better if you're gonna pick them, just build them as cores again, have someone else go mech.
Well, who would be buying the mech on Guidos? I guess the only option would really
Lich.
be... Oh, no, yeah, Lich would buy it. Yeah, Lich is actually a really good choice for it. Because he can refill his mana at will. Now, Lich actually, he went for 4-point sacrifice. I had been caring about Frost Blast. I guess that's fine when you're trying to deny farm to an enemy tri-lane.
Yeah, they're gonna go on the Legion here. Might be able to get the kill. Chain
Fire up
Frost.
back lens. Single target Chain
Oh.
Frost. Actually did get in range for the slow. There's the Metamorphosis. Legion
That
just
was
so fast.
a really greedy purification by Omni. He wanted both the Mirana and the LC, so he nuked the Mirana and not
Radiant's
the
top tower
LC.
is under attack.
It would have killed her if he just nuked the LC.
What a shame.
Yeah. Slight misplay cost them a kill.
Slark is lurking down here, trying to get himself in a 1v1 with this AA, but he floats away, going towards middle. Is pinged out, but he knows that he's seen, thanks to his wonderful passive.
And Naga's halfway to a relic. Once she gets this Radiant, game will be a nightmare. Looks like Slark can't purge net.
Yeah, he definitely cannot purge net. We were wondering if he can leap while net is applied. Now, if you take a look at the net worth chart, the Viper is actually
Dire's bottom tower
tops
is
in net
under
worth,
attack.
but Naga and Brewmaster are both ahead of the Terrorblade. We have a hasted Brew here, running up to bottom lane. They're going to try to get a kill on this Slark. He misses the
Oh.
clap, and Slark going to go ahead and get away. Yeah, that was rough. Where the Slark was positioned when the Brew came out of the fog, really hard, even with haste for him to do anything.
Yeah, he needs a blink dagger.
We
What
see
do you think about do you rush arcanes on Brew or do you rush
Tower
Blink?
is under attack.
I've actually skipped arcanes on Brew recently, but that was with buying Aghanims. So you would just go
Yeah.
Brown Boots bottle, get Blink, and then go Ags, or maybe go Point Booster and then go Ags. But definitely been a lot of arcane skipping, but
Viper rotating bottom. Looks like they might want to set up a kill on AA. He's in some trouble if he doesn't have TP.
TP or not, he's still gonna die.
Yeah, with a the Viper and Slark in this game, TP is gonna be your best friend. Just TP away from Slark.
You're gonna have to
TP
be
away when you get Viper strike.
pretty tanky to get away from these heroes though, because they have a huge amount of damage output. And a leap onto the Naga Siren illusions, however she is safe and sound back in the well.
Looks like LC has her blink if she wants to answer visor right now.
They've given
That'll
the
be
top
nice.
lane to the
She needs some
Mirana.
dual damage. But this is why I kind of I think why LC has fallen flat. It's just when she doesn't have dual damage and when she has to put her first purchase into blink or shadow blade. It's blink especially.
Terrorblade in some trouble top here. He dodges the thunderclap and gets repelled, so he's gonna be just fine. Now, whether or not the Omni's gonna die, Omni is certainly gone at this point. But will they be able to get a turnaround kill with this Chain Frost? Arrow onto the Lich. Chain Frost still bouncing around. Brewmaster ulti almost finished. Lich is going to go down. Mirana skips away with very, very low health thanks to the Chain Frost. Brew comes out, claps away onto both the Viper and the TB, but he is slowed up and Metamorphosis pounding down on him. TB gets arrowed though, gonna be saving the Brewmaster's life, potentially. He's gonna bottle up and walk away. Viper very slow, not gonna be able to pursue. Meanwhile,
Naga gets a kill on the Slark.
with the help of
That's
Chilling
pretty big.
Touch,
Naga's only 800 away from her relic now, and her team want to fight in top lane. It would have been nice if they could get the Brew, but nice arrow.
the AA picked up mana boots as well, so not opting to do the brown boots Ags rush. But I guess that's fine if he wants to help out the Naga, maintain her mana. And the blink is down on the Brew. He does a little blink clap onto the Viper there, gets healed up by the Legion to try to get away. Top tower goes down.
It's denied
Actually
from the
denied,
Mirana.
yeah, by the Mirana. That's really
Yeah.
good. Was the Metamorphosis still up when she got that denied?
No, it was. I mean, he had one Metamorphosis illusion, but it was down for him. Still a nice deny.
I remember back in Dota 1 playing Terrorblade, being so excited to finish my Manta style so I could have these big old illusions, and then using Manta style, and it just doesn't give you Metamorphed illusion. I emailed Ice Frog. I was so upset about it.
Yeah, it does. Some people were saying, like, when people say Lion is a Terrorblade counter, he kind of is when you pair him with Elder Titan. In early game, he can burst Terrorblade down, but once it goes late, like, you're mana draining 1 TB illusion out of 4.
Double damage.
The primary TB is still there too.
With how powerful
Doesn't really
he
do
is.
much. Yeah,
And if you walk
up to do that to an illusion, dead into it.
The Mirana ulti goes down as a duel comes up onto the Omni Knight. He is going to go down. Legion gets a win. Slark is ulted, but does have AA ult on him as well.
And block.
Legion got killed by the Viper there on the back end. Sing goes off. Chain Frost still bouncing around between neutrals, but not going to be able to kill the Mirana. Slark comes back in. AA ulti is worn off, so he has some health again. Finds the Mirana. Blink clap and ultimate from the Brewmaster. Got to pick up this Lich. Will he be able to get the Viper as well? Slark trying to slip away up to the north, but sees the Courier, comes back in. The Viper gonna try to get the Courier. Doesn't
Slark
get it.
might be able to get it now. He's down.
Heal onto the Viper as well as a repel, so the Viper's actually gonna live here thanks to the Omni Knight. But Legion is
LC's
back, firing up a new duel, but another good heal from the Omni and an ultimate as well. They're gonna try to turn this. They're gonna get the Legion again. Legion dies twice in this extended engagement. And now Brewmaster on the run. Another AA ulti coming in. Brewmaster blocked by the Naga illusion and is going to die to the Slark. Maybe not as a result, but certainly a contributing factor. Not can Slark get away from the tower in time? He does. This Omni Knight coming up huge in this team fight.
I'm excited to see this fight recap.
Fight
1,000
recap.
gold to Guidos, minus 600 to Nyx, and 2,300 XP. It's
Yeah,
pretty nice.
That's a pretty big
For an early game
experience
fight.
switch. Yeah, really, really good. You see 2 Ice Blasts. Oh no, is this Ice Blast released? This might not be a complete team fight recap there.
Yeah, maybe not. I think it might just be the second part.
Definitely we can see, though, hugely in favor of Guidos, and that's absolutely what they needed after that suboptimal laning phase where, I mean, maybe they didn't get crushed, but they certainly let Nyx Assassins get so much more out of it than you'd be expecting.
Yeah, and that gives that gave Terrorblade a lot of space too. But in that fight actually, 2 people got blocked in the trees and they died for it both times.
Yeah.
And Naga might die here. Start going on around the tower.
Tries to dodge some stuff with Mirror Image, but still gets nuked. Slark hunting for her under the tower, gets repelled, gonna kill her. Now Brewmaster possibly going to die as well, gets Viper struck, being chased.
5 seconds for his ulti.
Doing his
3
best
seconds.
to juke, gets healed. Blink Dagger is off cooldown. Legion Commander duel onto the Slark. Slark gonna die. Brewmaster ultimate does come up, is gonna kill the Viper. Is maybe going to kill the Viper. Viper gets repelled, Blink from the Legion gonna finish her off, and an excellent Chain Frost coming out. Blows up the Legion in return. Omnionite on the run though, look out for the arrow. Oh, runs right into it and dies, gets clapped. Lich probably gonna be dead on the back end of this as well. Doing his best to deal damage before he dies. Blink definitely gonna be off cooldown, yeah, but dies to auto attacks before that's even relevant. And a net up onto the Terrorblade, so they're gonna try to get a kill here. Now Sunder is off cooldown and available. He turns it onto the Naga.
He could have metamorphosed.
He runs away like a little coward.
He could have gotten a double kill.
Ridiculous.
Especially that draw.
The Molly, come on. Oh, it's like when
that is-
Eternal Envy did it in that pro game.
It's like TB, there's no better feeling than sundering the enemy carry and just one shot. That was literally a one shot with meta on the Naga.
Well, it wasn't a one shot because she has 14 armor. Legion comes in for a duel, gets the duel onto the Slark. Slark gonna die. 44 damage now on this Legion, but yeah, no, you're right.
He does 210 damage.
And he knew which one was the real Naga.
Yeah.
Significantly lower health than all the illusions. Absolutely should have manned up there.
Just a bitch play.
Ah.
And then he could have turned around, reflection, the AA double kill. Well, they're gonna get bot tier 1 anyhow. And he still has meta, so they can honestly go tier 2 with this, probably. Take that tier 2 tower very quickly.
Not even gonna bother with meta for that tier 1, they're just gonna push in.
Yeah.
Omnionite up here, stopping the Legion from pushing.
And this is the power of TB. Like, you can, at this point, you never feel secure in push. Like, it's not even a can we take this tier 1 real fast. No, you can't. TB will take your tier 2 in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. But Guidos opts to pull back from the bottom lane. Look at this huge stack, actually, in the jungle of Nyx Tape.
Oh, and Guidos is gonna take that.
Oh, they're
That
trying
hurts.
to take it.
Oh, they're going to. Maybe.
This might be a fight
the
over
group.
this stack. Pings coming
They
out,
envision-
pings
yeah, they
all
do.
around. Blink clap from the Brew, but most of the stack is already gone. I guess Brew picked up a little bit of that. They're going to try to get this Terrorblade. Sunder is back
gonna
off
Sunder
cooldown
again.
though, but there's
He's
no
got no one to
Sunderable
Sunder.
targets. It's good job from Nyx there to know to back away. Viper going to try to TP, gets dueled. Lich trying to get away from this Brewmaster. Slark comes in, going to try to get a backup kill on the AA, does
He's
do
got his
so.
Shadow Blade now.
Lich still on the run for this Brewmaster, which has now been Mirana ultied. He jukes
Oh, the
upward.
juke? The juke?
Couldn't see him initially because of night vision, but does. Gets the blink clap for the kill. Slark did manage to get away, no problem, but that's completely expected. DD picked up on the Legion. She has built up a decent amount of damage now, up to 58 damage. Seems to be going for a Blade Mail next.
This Naga desperately needs a Radiance. He might die here to the Slark, actually.
Slark coming in, he's
he's not
hungry,
gonna
but
win
not feeling the 4v1, or is he feeling the 4v1? Goes in on the Mirage, but dies
He
to
dies
all of
for
the
it. That's not worth
AoE,
it.
despite using his ultimate, just gets completely blown up.
I saw someone TPing and assume it was the Terrorblade, and then he canceled. Slark's probably upset. You baited me with that TP, man. With the Slark, 2v4 is different. He could have gotten the Miran AB. TB would have drawn fire.
Well, I mean,
Alas, the TP was canceled.
TB couldn't have done a lot to save him, but if one nuke had been used on TB instead
Yeah.
of. But the Shadow Blade, I didn't see what was the teleport at, because the Shadow Blade was expiring. It's hard to say what
do you mean,
exactly
was
could
the
have
TP?
happened. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think the Slark wouldn't have gone in though if his teammate wasn't TPing. Then his teammate canceled the second he went in. He had time to get out with the Shadow Blade. He probably wouldn't have stuck around if he knew he had no TP support.
Now, taking a quick look at everybody's items, Radiance has just been finished onto the Naga Siren. We have Blink Arcane Boots and a point booster on the Brewmaster, so he's
She
working
might die
towards
this.
his Ags. Where at? What's
Slark right
this?
here. Oh, it's just
Slark
thing.
does pick her up.
She uses she used Riptide or Mirror Image, one of the two, and put her at left, so she couldn't sing. Just need
That was a big AA ultimate, but not going to be able to do anything about
to
it.
sing immediately.
I was going to say there's actually a Midas on the Mirana, so trying to farm herself back into the game. Yasha drums onto the Terrorblade, who does have a Manto Illusion in his stash, and interestingly, there's a Javelin on the Viper. What do you think that's about?
MKB maybe?
Well, I don't know. That
Brew.
just strikes me as weird. Yeah, I guess it's for the brew.
Yeah. It is an odd choice. Like Ags actually isn't that great this game.
Ags isn't that great, but I don't know. I would almost rather have BKB.
KB isn't either. No, it's a weird choice, but
I mean, I can see it. The MKB
Best
alone,
route for damage.
really good, but I have to imagine that a lot of the Drunken Hazes are going to be going down on the Terrorblade rather than the Viper.
Yeah, but also just piercing through the Drunk Brawler.
Yeah. Slark is lurking up top, going to try to pick up this Mirana. Is going to do so. Not enough AoE to stop
They
him
are
from
starting
getting
to
that
get
kill.
Slarked hard.
Yeah.
He is getting picked off on everyone. That's what happens when he gets Shadow Blade if you're not careful or have sentries around.
Now he is picking up a Javelin as well, so I think it's Slark that's going to be a basher though. And Manta has finally been picked up off the courier by the Terrorblade. He's pumping up some illusions, going to put some pressure on this bottom lane. Naga down here as well though, has her Radiance. Going to try to stop him.
Yeah, and this is the phase of the game where as Terrorblade you just make the enemy jungle and that lane your home.
Oh, here we
You
go
can kill
though.
the
He knows this
thing
Naga's
in.
real. And she's going to have to sing to
This
run
is a
now.
ballsy Naga.
This
You
tier
cannot
2
man
tower.
fight.
Pretty far. Support coming in for both teams. The Slark gonna see the Brewmaster, gonna see the Mirana ulti as well, so Demoli knows to fire up those drums and run as fast as he can out of here. And is gonna be able to get out.
Oh, the A.
Oh no, Lich
I
gonna
don't
get
think
picked
so.
up by the Legion middle. Mirana ulti everywhere. Yeah, Lich ultimate, not Lich, AA ultimate, not enough to kill
Slark
that
could get
Terrorblade
another
off.
pick off on the Mirana here. That sad Mirana.
They
This is
are
what happens.
They are becoming best friends. That Midas not doing anything to keep her alive, but I don't think there's anything she could have purchased to keep her alive against this Slark.
Yeah, she just needs to. At this point, TP probably wouldn't have even save her, but
This will do
against the Slark with Shadow Blade, everyone needs to have TPs up when they're solo farming. You just immediately TP, you can usually get you out. And even then, your supports need to start buying sentries and placing them around common jungle spots. In the
Well, that
way.
was correct, but in another 400 gold when Slark has a basher,
Yeah.
you're just dead.
I mean, now it's too late. But early game, this is how you play against a Slark. You treat him like old Bloodseeker. I guess current Bloodseeker the same. You just TP out the second you see him hit you out of Shadow Blade. If you can.
If you can. Now, Terrorblade and Viper are posted up going into the jungle here. Now, there's going to be vision from the Radiant team. They're going to see him when they get in, but maybe they don't even care. They're just taking their farm, taking their jungle. But nobody's farming the dire jungle, so not really building an advantage in that regard.
Like, this is where TB can just be solo down here, and I don't know why the Lich is warding their jungle. GZZ is taking away far from his own terror. This is TB's home now. He's been farming this jungle for a while. And he might die for it, too.
GZZ pretty dead, but Viper ultimate goes down onto the Legion. Legion pretty tanky. Viper doing, like, no damage at all at this point. Viper goes down pretty easily. Terrorblade fires up his Metamorphosis. He's angry. Torches down that Legion, but getting turned on by the
He doesn't have Sunder either.
if you saw what just happened, he got healed by the Omni, then he
They
sundered
can
the
fight
Omni.
this. Like, Slark should have came back in. Omni has Guardian Angel still.
He's fighting this right now, kills off the Naga thanks to the repel, not stopping him in song. Hits the Brew, no blink for the Brew. Slark is back in, gonna kill the Brew as well. So there's the turnaround you wanted. Nothing AA can do. He teleports out. They signal a push to the bottom lane. Advantage to be built.
Yeah, this is getting to be a little too far out of hand for Nyx.
Yeah, the Omni Knight has come
a lot
up
of fights in a row.
really big in my opinion after
Yeah.
after the early game. I mean, there's nothing he could do in lane, but now that it's into the game, mid game where Omni Knight really shines, dropping
And then
these
Guardian
heals,
Angel, he didn't even use it that fight.
didn't even need to.
Yeah. And when you're behind against the TB, it's just, this is why this hero's first banned. You lose a fight, you're gonna lose a bunch of towers, and he's a monster in team fights too.
Metamorphosis is down though, so they're not going to be losing towers as fast as they would have, and they're going to have to back off. Can't go to the tier 3, not without Metamorph.
I mean, even without Metamorph, people underestimate. TB has a 1.5 second BAT. He's hitting for 180 damage right now. His illusions will be hitting for what, about 100 damage each.
And he has 26 armor.
Yeah. Like if you don't get Elder Titan against this hero, I don't know what you were thinking by letting him through. If you do get Elder Titan, you can probably deal with him. Although I think Eternal Envy was saying he doesn't care about Elder Titan. I would, but EE apparently doesn't.
This is a big
And
team
another
fight
team
here.
fight.
They opened up on the Slark, but the Slark was able to purge off the dust. Arrow onto the Viper, and wow, everything onto the Viper, but going to be completely saved by Omni Knight ultimate. Legion Commander ends up going down. Dual win to the Viper. Free 18 damage. Viper's still in danger here. No, AA ultimate gonna miss him. Brewmaster ultimate just finishing. Mirana gets cleaned up by the Slark yet again. First hit bash onto the Naga. She's gonna try to sing and get herself out, and is going to do so. Brew gonna get out as well, but here's repelled Terrorblade with haste just running in. This is gonna be Rax. Metamorphosis is off cooldown. Good luck stopping me.
I think he had a half second there to sunder the Naga and interrupt the TP, but I forget about Sunder having a mini stun too.
Brewmaster gets caught on the ramp up to their base. This is disastrous.
Yeah, and this is 2 racks. Actually, this is probably game.
This is probably
Yeah,
unrecoverable at this point.
A meta TB in your base with your brew down for 50 seconds.
And no Song of the Siren to slow him down. I was right before that fight started, I was about to say that Naga Siren opted for Boots of Travel. She has 1,000 health and a Boots of Travel. She can't fight at all.
And she has no room to split push at all.
So that's just unfortunate. A blink in from the Legion try to kill the Slark, but he ulted before she got there. She's just gonna die for free. This is a complete breakdown from Nyx tape, and this is gonna be the game.
Yep.
An arrow onto the Slark, but doesn't matter. He is Shadow Bladed, gonna be full health, gets dusted, but still doesn't matter. They're just gonna TP out. How do you recover? 2 racks down. Let's take a look at the gold graph. Wow, look at that swing. Down to just about 9,000 now.
Yeah, it looks like from the graphs you can see game was pretty damn close. Then they lost fight after fight. I think a big turning point was Slark getting his Shadow Blade, and Slark with Shadow Blade just invalidates a lot of supports, and he did his job.
Yeah.
Instantly killed AA Mirana every fight.
Guidos got the ball rolling in their favor in that super extended fight bottom where they killed the Legion twice. They killed everybody on Nyx tape. And
TB has a Skady now. This is where he becomes unkillable. with repel on top of that. 2200 health, 30 armor, 31 armor, and Sunder.
the Mirana ultimate comes in. Thanks to the sentry though, no initiation to be found. Brew is forced to ultimate or he's going to die, but he can't really do anything here. Why aren't they just, I mean, they could just kill the Brewling. And yeah, Demoli realizes this. Meanwhile, the Slark just consuming the other team.
While the other 4 heroes on top busy watching the Brewling, Slark was actually just 1v4 and got 3 kills. pretty much by himself.
A lot of lines being drawn down the center lane. Brewmaster killed. AA can do nothing.
Guidos backed up their trash talk. There's not going to be a game 3.
Terrorblade has disconnected. He doesn't even need to be in the game for them to win.
Yeah, just micro him down, meta. GG. He kills the throne in maybe 10 seconds. Towers and the throne. It's like TB is just like in last patch, but just even better. That's why I think he's pretty much. That's why where my comment came from being one of the most overpowered heroes in CM ever.
They're going straight for the throne. They're done with this game. Screw megas. Screw more fighting. We're ending this. Wow, Terrorblade comes in, fires up Metamorphosis and an Illusion. There's no glyph. This game's over. Here comes a song to have another 2 seconds, but oh, there's the song.
And the glyph on top of the song. Hopeful song. They don't want a GG.
Yep, there's a GG's coming out. That's a 2-0 for the Guidos.
Oh, Guidos advanced to
It's a
losers bracket finals.
Yeah, losers bracket finals. Yep. So congrats to them. Fun game to watch.
Yep. Blackmore, not a fan of this meta. No siree, you guys deserve that one.
I'm
not sure what.
You know what though? We're just gonna cut it there.
Yeah, I don't know.
So good game, guys. See you guys next time.